Hi, I'm Khalid Brian with the Investment Property Gurus, and this is the property known as 13 Palms Resort. It's two houses on one 13,509 square foot lot, metal roofs, solar panels, a lot to talk about. Come on in, let me show it to you, and we'll cover as much as we can. So as you see, the property's filled with hand-selected plants from all over the world. Some are fruit bearing. I wish I could remember the name of them all. I started practicing and asking the owners to explain them. I got maybe 3 names down. So what we'll do, stay tuned, subscribe, and I'll give you an actual plant tour covering every single bit of agriculture here. So this is the first property. This is where the owners live. So this will be the main house. I call it the main house because this is the house that the owners actually live in. This one is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It actually used to be set up as a duplex. If you look how it's kind of evenly split, it's perfectly a 1-bedroom with 1 bathroom on that side and a 1-bedroom and 1 bath on this side. And though 1 bedroom is smaller than the other, they're kind of the same size because one has an extension, which I'll show you. So the main thing with this house is I love how open it is. It's all fully decorated. Lots of art. The owners are really big on art, as you can kind of tell with the garden. Everything is hand selected from different parts of the world. Most of it's from Salt Lake City. But as you see, a lot of built-ins, a lot of natural character. You really get to feel like you're in Fort Lauderdale Beach on the water in some form of resort, which is why I have the name 13 Palms Resort. Also because of all the palm trees. So let me just show you the kitchen while we're in here. As you see, it has room for a very large dining table, very large dining room. So if you have a large family, a large gathering, a lot of guests, even a lot of meetings, it's ideal for that. The kitchen is open, also renovated. Don't ask me the type of countertops these are. I could not say the actual name, but they are nice and smooth. The refrigerator, it does have the see-through window, which I love, but it does take a little bit of extra tediousness because you have to keep your fridge nice and organized like this. It has to be blocked. The stove, not much to say about it, but it's very nice. Everything is updated. Everything is relatively new, so you shouldn't have any issues. As far as the doors and windows, everything is as open as possible. You don't really need blinds or shutters because it's such a private property. Look around, because there's so many trees and plants everywhere, and the gate, no one can see in. You don't have to worry about seeing out because that's your house too. So it's probably whoever you have over there. Let's go back to the bedrooms. And as you see, the art and the theme continues throughout the house. So this would probably be the most basic room we have, though it's still a lot to see. So we'll start here and work our way up. The first bathroom, it's just the second bathroom. It's very nice and updated, but if you want to look at it, there it is. Not much to say about it. We're just going to get through it because there's so much to go over in this house. This will be the first guest room or the second bedroom, if you want to call it. As you see, all the windows are open, like I said before, because everywhere they have privacy in mind and just have some form of plant or anything to block you from whatever's going on out there. That is your house, but still we have the trees continuing over there and just a little, so you can see the little walkthrough. Let's get to the master suites. So on this side, the master suite. As you see, it's a similar layout, so over there, just different. This bathroom is a little more updated because this is the one the owners are personally using. They just wanted to show a little more love to it to make it more them. The art, as you see, it's still in here. This room is purposely kept darker. The lamps are even meant to give just enough light to keep the dark warmness going. And the line of palm trees, are these palm trees or bamboo? I want to do an agriculture tour, like I said, and I'll explain every single plant on this property so you know what's going on. But everything is just meant to keep this room dark, cozy. If you want to wake up late, you want to wake up early, it doesn't matter. The room is just going to stay just like this all the time. This will be the longest room. This is a 2-bedroom house, but this room, if you need it to be a third, if you need it to just be a gym and office, it's currently set up as an office. But the best part about this room, because it's so many windows, when it rains, it feels like you're in a fish tank or an aquarium or underwater. All the colors, right now it's springtime, but it's the end of spring. This entire fence is lined with orchids. So some of them still have some flowers left. But just imagine in the perfect peak of spring, on a rain shower in the morning, how colorful and just scenic this room is. So it's great for creativity or just to relax. We could walk out right there, but I want to keep the flow. So I want to take you to the next property, show you both houses, then we'll look at this massive yard. So now we're going to go into the second house, which is the 3-bedroom property. Is that Air Force One? It's not. It's Army plane. There's the air show is going on right now because we're right by the beach. If you live here, whenever the air show is going on, you just come out here, sit in a cabana chair and look up. if we have time, if Brando is able to get the camera settings right, I'll show you a jet or two. So let's go in. We're going to check out the 3-bedroom property. And one thing I didn't show you about the other property over there is both properties have their own private little sitting areas. You're going to see this property has a bunch of little chill spots, little sitting areas. I don't know whose purse it is, but because it's your property, it's also private and locked in. You could just do stuff like that. Just leave it out there. Who's going to take it? It's all you. So let's go learn. So here we are in the 3-bedroom property. This one is an entirely different vibe from the first property. As you notice, that first one, it had the terrazzo floors, the white floors with the little colorful dots, so they're called terrazzo. This property, it's got wood, and it's real wood. This is not laminate. If you look at it, it has actual character, it has age, it has scratches, it kind of spaces out a little bit, but in the classiest way. This property really makes you feel like you went somewhere. So imagine you're over there, you're in one vibe, one environment, you come over here, and it switches. So that is why they call this property 13 Palms Resort, because any vibe you're looking for, you'll get it. So let's check out the 3rd bedroom first. This is the rental unit, but this is where the rental unit's guests would sleep. So as you see, it's set up as a half office, half bedroom. You will notice there's no closet, but that's okay. If you do want to add a closet, a general contractor can usually put a closet in about a weekend. So not much to really show about this one, but it does have the nice, I wish I could think of the name of this actual ceiling. I want to call it vaulted, but there's a name for the ceiling when it meets at 2 points. I'm going to look it up, and Brando's going to put it right here in the video. It does have a window AC unit, but if you look right there, there is a central AC vent. It just may be too small for the side of this room. Hence the wall unit, which is not on right now, and it's cool. You'll notice I'm not sweating, and I was just outside. So now, let me show you the rest of the house. And before we come up, you will notice that there's a door to go out. There's so many ways out to the backyard because it's such a main point of this house. But again, that's last. Too much to see. So while we're here, let me just show you the big open living room with the big open kitchen. And yes, this dining section is built in. It's bolted to the floor. I don't know how long or when it got into this property, but personally, I love it. If you don't like this color, you could always just have it reupholstered to whatever color you want to fit the theme of the house. Or you could just have a general contractor just take it out if it's not your thing. But for me, it's the perfect use of space. It's the perfectly out of the way dining situation. And it just makes this property look so much more spacious than it is, though it is spacious. The kitchen, it is up to date. It's updated. If you did want to, you could probably take it up another level of updateness, but it's done like this on purpose. This particular house, if you can notice, it's kind of designed with a beach vibe in mind. We are a couple blocks away from the beach. If I wanted to go to Fort Lauderdale Beach, in my car, I could be at the ocean within 10 minutes. Maybe less. It's just going to take me time to find parking. And then while we're there, let me just show you, be careful. Brando, there's a step down. This is just, honestly, whatever you want to do with this place. This little room could be a little mini dining area if you wanted it to be an eat-in kitchen. But realistically, this is just the laundry room. This is where the washer and dryer is. It has front loaders, they'll stay. It has cabinetry. You can just do with this room whatever you want, though. It doesn't just have to be the washroom. It could be a little office. Why not? So let me just show you the other 2 rooms, and let's get to what this property is really about, the massive lot. So on this side of the property, the rooms are split. You got 2 on one side and 1 on the other. Unlike the other one, for 2 bedrooms already split. As you see, the built-ins, the wood, the naturalness, the beach vibe, it continues over here. These rooms on this side are much brighter, just opener than the other house. That house is artsy. It's dim, it's calm, it's serene. It's meant to be dim and relaxing. This house is meant to be, it's a summer day, it's a spring day. We're going to the beach, get up, have a good time, get on the workout bike, you know? So the brightness, the darkness, it's the perfect balance of yin and yang, especially if you're going to buy a property with 2 houses on it. Why would you not want it to be different? You can spend a weekend over here and a weekend over here. You don't have to go anywhere on vacation. The closets do have built-ins, and you have to appreciate these doorknobs. The other one does not have these. I just thought they were so cute and worth noticing for the video. The natural wood continues in the closet. I don't want to show all their business and all their closet stuff, but you have to appreciate so much wood when you see it. I'm pretty sure that's another closet. Let's just show you. Let's for a second showing you. And sure enough, it's another closet. So you got 2 closets in this room, and then 2 decent sized closets. And when you come over here to this one, just the same. And if you have a good memory, these built-ins look just like the built-ins over there in the other house. So I'm not sure. I'm pretty confident the same contractor did both built-ins. I just don't know when they came in. Another room, this room only has the one closet, so that room would be larger than this one. But you still got this bonus built-in little closet and cabinetry. I'm hoping that nothing too personal could on show it to you. Okay, very nicely folded clothes. Thank goodness they are organized and nicely and neatly folded them clothes, because that would have thrown off the video. So while we're here, I was going to show you this last bathroom, and we're going to see this big, humongous lot filled with 13,509 square feet of garden space. That's a nice mirror. Here it is. That's Brando's camera. I'm sure you see it. Again, this is a bathroom. I hate to spend too much time in bathrooms because, like, it's a bathroom. You use it, you know? Let's just have a good time. Get a sweat rag, get some water, get some oils in if that's your thing. I just want to show you why this property is a vibe. All right, so I got my handy dandy sweat rag. It should have been nicer, but I rushed out of home and I forgot to get an actual rag. But let me just show you the lot. As you see, the first thing you see, we have water features in multiple places. I wish a butterfly would fly by right now because there are tons of them, because this house is really a big giant butterfly garden. Another thing you're not gonna see right now because it's daytime, but at night, this is all on a timer, and there's just lasers that just fire off all around the house. You can actually kind of see one right there if you can, but definitely at night, this place is a totally different. It's like a luminescent garden. So I guess the best thing to do here is just start walking around and showing you stuff, because there's fun. And it's bad. Yeah, that's cool. I really wish the camera could reach that high. I just know it's not going to reach that high. But there are Army fighter jets just flying around because, like I said, we're right by the ocean. And the Fort Lauderdale Air Show is happening right now. So this whole big area, as you see, it started, it's not finished. You can finish it however you want, but this is inspired to be an outdoor kitchen. I'm going to appreciate the shade for a little bit. But as you see, you got not one, but two grills. For you to have a property with two houses on it, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people you need to cook for it. So you're going to need some grills. Meat on one, fish on the other, veggies, whatever your thing is, but you just know it's already kind of set up as an outdoor kitchen. You can just upgrade it to your perfect outdoor kitchen. I could not tell you the name of all of these plants. I can tell you the name of some of them, but I've been studying. Every time I come here, I ask the owners to name a new plant for me. You will notice while we're right here that this does go to the back because it's one big lap and figure. It's like a maze. But I'm going to take you the scenic route first, and then we'll kind of finish. And just while we're here, I don't want to forget, you see these cute little orange looking things? These are not undone oranges or lemons. These are imported. I can't think of the name. I want to look it up, and Brown's going to put it right here. These are actually half oranges, half lemons. They're merged, and if you smell them, they smell zesty, and I hear they're great in cocktails if that's your thing. I have taken a couple and planted them in my house, and I look forward to having my own that thing tree. So here we are. I'm going to get the name of that for you because that's cool. I can tell you the name of that. If I'm not mistaken, that is an Astromelia. I want to look it up. We're going to call this a pop quiz, and Brando will put right here if I was right or wrong. Yeah, I like that. We're going to do that. I'm going to name plants, and then he'll do right or wrong. I don't know the name of this because when I first came here, none of this was bloomed. This was just a big, great thing. That's the thing about this property. Every time I come every week or so. It looks totally different. These things literally just popped up because everything has its own part of spring where it blooms. It needs a different temperature, a different humidity, a different water level. And by the way, speaking of water, the outside, all of this is irrigated by well water. The insides of the properties are on city sewer. And yeah, city sewer and city water. So it's city water for the inside and free rain collected well water for the outside. I do know that these are pyramid plants, because these little things here sprout as little tiny pyramids. There's a scientific name for them. Can't remember. I'm gonna get them, and Brando's gonna put it here. Also, if you follow me on Instagram, right here is also where I saw all the chrysalids, all the cocoons. This is where the butterflies tend to find their food and the best place to put their cocoons. I'm sure there's other places, but if you just walk by at the right time, you're bound to see a couple chrysalids or chrysalide, whatever you call it. There, this regular system. But first they see it's calling out them just to show you things out there. And I would like to say that this is a bird of paradise about to bloom. If you look up bird of paradise, they're very difficult to get to bloom. They don't always bloom. It has to be the right temperature, the right humidity. They have to have the right amount of sunlight without too much because they sunburn easily. So these are perfectly shaded under these things, which I will get the name of. I want to call them a lotus because it looks like a picture of a lotus, but I'm not going to guess. Hello. And give me 1 second. If someone's at my open house, I'm going to greet them, show them to my agents, and I'll be right back with you guys. So as you see, it's a very hot Florida spring day, so my sweat rag is almost done. I'm gonna have to switch it out. But when you get back here, you get a big choice to make. You don't know which way you want to go. There's a tiki hut, the jacuzzi, or just see the yard. Let's just see the yard, and then we'll finish off to the chill shaded area with the jacuzzi. I'm sorry, I'm burning Brando up right now, but guess what? I'm burning too. We're gonna keep it together. So this is the second unit where the tenants stay. This is the 3-bedroom property. As you see, another personal private patio area with another water feature. So there's constant this ambiance, constant relaxation. In fact, if you look around, this property has so many different hiding places. I can be out here with different groups of people and you would not know where each other is. In fact, let's come over here, do a quick hand, and what we'll do, Brando, cover the camera, count to 5. I'm gonna hide, and we'll see how long it is for you to find me. Yeah? Okay. Not gonna lie, I second guessed doing this because I didn't think it was gonna fire me. I was there for a minute. I got a drink. I was while I was down there, I noticed this cool plant. I don't even know what it is. It's like a. Oh, you gotta get that. Oh my God. I told you, I promised you some jets. There is no other house on the market that can promise you an annual view of fighter jets. I can tell you, as long as the Fort Lauderdale Airfield is held at Fort Lauderdale Beach, where it's probably the only safe place to fly fighter jets, this probably is gonna give you that view. So from here, from there, from all of the places, but now that Brando's found me, I had a nice little rest. I got my little water. Let's show you the backyard. I'm a little disappointed. I forgot to turn on this light right now because this light is very crucial to this video source. So let me just turn it on real quick. I think that this is showing you that these are colored lights. So just imagine the vibes at night. Like I was saying, you already got a laser show firing off. The waterfalls don't stop. The lights add to the ambiance. And as you see, you can have different gatherings at the same time in different places of this yard, even next to each other. Brando had a very hard time finding me, and I told him where I was at. So let's come down here because you will see this is where the backyard ends, but it's just getting started. So like I said, this is the tenants unit. They have that hangout spot, which you just saw with the red chairs. That hangout spot, which I just found, you found me in. This little hangout spot for slightly larger gatherings. Oh, you know what? So I just realized a trend here of what's going on. Sorry, Brando, I'm throwing off your flow. This is tiered based on the group size. So, you're going to lose here a lot, Brando. And then around.
I got you.
If it's just you and one other person, you know, chill vibes, light conversation, you got a little drink or some water, some crackers and chips, whatever it is, you want to be beard. Okay, you got another couple coming over, maybe another set of friends. It's a party of 3 or 4. This might be the place for you. Or even if you just want to eat outside, because the kitchen is right there and perfectly flows out. So you go from kitchen to flowing out. Both properties do that and you will see. That is obviously to get rid of the mosquitoes, because with all this foliage, you can only imagine. It's got to be some type of management. There's this thing to handle the mosquito problem. We have torches all around the lot. And I was worried too, but they apparently don't burn down the trees when they're on. I don't know how it happened. As you see, I'm not sure if you can see it, but the properties next door are much larger because investors are actually sending us offers to tear down this property. They want to level it and make townhouses. They want to put multifamily here. It's always single family. Ooh, I'll spell it's zone single family, but I'm sure there's a way to do everything. Zoning can always be persuaded and changed. We do have 2 sheds here, and you've seen sheds at a property before, but I just want to show you the little things about these sheds. The owners took the time to raise it up on these very expensive crates. I can't tell you the name of the crates, but also you come in here, they said, oh no, I gotta clean it. They didn't clean it. This is how they thought it was dirty. I swear it looks swept, but you've never seen a more organized shed, so don't worry about having to declutter or anything. There's gonna be a lot of large dragonflies and butterflies flying around, but that's part of the serenity of 13 Palms Resort. So I can't tell you the name of all of these. Like I said, I do know that these are giant banana trees. So you do have a ton of banana tree and a lot of other fruit trees around here that are gonna give you lots of snacks, fruits, goodies, and treats. While we're here, let me just turn the camera so you can kind of see this side of the lot. This is just the one half of the backyard. There's another little area here if you just want to kind of have grass vibes. The owners did throw parties here. It's their thing. And they told me they've had up to 150 people just hanging out in the yard. That does not include people in the house. 150. I personally threw a broker's open here and I invited 50 people. And I was like, oh, I see, because it was still looking empty. There was too much space. Just imagine 10 people alone could just sit right there. This is another bird of paradise. When it blooms, this kind of tilts out a little bit. This is not a bird of paradise. This is a, oh, is this what I call the astronaut? This may be an astronaut. I think this name starts with a T. I'll get in there. As these videos progress, you'll see my plant knowledge gets better and more verse. Don't know what this is either, but I'm just pointing out all the things I have to figure out. And maybe if you know what they are, you tell me in the comments so that I can learn. But I just got to point out all this niceness so you can see it. And if you're a plant person, that is a really nice orchid. There are very exotic orchids all around this property. So we made it to the other side, and let me just show you the more chill side, the more calm side. Because remember, that property over there, the 3-bedroom, that's more upbeat. That's a beach vibe. That's a resort. You're hanging out. You're having a good time. This side, this is the darker one. This is the dimmer one. This is more artsy. I'm just here to chill, hang out. I want to vibe. So over here, we have the hot tub. It does light up. It does have colors. And the owners do have little tiny Bluetooth speakers that they kind of plug around all over the yard. If there's someone behind me, don't worry, it's because I'm doing an open house, and this is a hot commodity. So in addition to the jacuzzi, you have this amazing tiki hut. The tiki hut was always here when the owners wanted. They did hand plant all of these plants and trees you see here, but the tiki hut was always here. But when they bought it, it just didn't have a roof. The roof was all gone and rotted. So they put a new roof on it, and just like that is the perfect oasis of shade. I would personally probably just put some little fans or misters up there, you know, just to kind of complete the luxurious feel. But again, that's for your personal taste to make it however you like. And it also has lights everywhere, so you don't have to worry about lighting this backyard. Other exotic orchids I have to show you. Exotic orchids. I believe this one or these smell like raspberries when they bloom. Can't remember the name of them. They bloomed early in the spring. I did make a little phone clip. I'll try to give it to Brando so he can put it, but it's just not formatted the right way, so it's probably gonna look crazy. But I'm gonna show it to you anyway. I'm recording this like this because I've been filming with Brando and I saw a new plant, so I'm gonna send him this clip. I found an actual bird of paradise. Do you see why they call it a bird of paradise? Doesn't it look like a bird in paradise? Ladies and gentlemen, the bird of paradise in front of the house. I've misnamed so many plants bird of paradise, but this is it. That's a bird of paradise, okay? Now you've seen one, and I can rest easy. It's hot, but I'm still putting these signs out, okay? Because we're gonna sell this house to somebody. I feel like that is the gist of this backyard. So just for the sake of showing you everything, that's another thing about selling a house like this. It's so big, and I'm here so frequently, and I sweat like this every time. So imagine how much weight you lose in real estate. So the investmentpropertygurus.com if you want to be a realtor and want to look great like me, losing weight by doing things that aren't workout related. But just to show you, I showed you the other laundry room. This is the main house, the 2-2s laundry room. Not much to see, but it is a laundry room, a storage, a shed, a utility closet, whatever you want. More jets, more fighter jets flying back. It's like, why go to the air show? There's no reason to go to the air show. You can just go home. That's perfect. You have to admire that. And let me just finish this off by just taking you back down the orchid garden walkway back to the front of the main house where we started, and we will bring it home, and we will see you in the next one. So as I said, it's a nice scenic walk. You will see all the orchids. They just don't all have blooms on them, because as you know, orchid care, once they bloom, you cut the stem off. And these owners are very on it with their plant maintenance. And that is cool. I never noticed that they had a shelf of planters here for getting more plants. So I guess they start them in the plants and they put them in the ground. That's cool. Orchids, as promised, all the way down. All the way down, because I think we shared in it. I got these are plants starting out that they're going to eventually bring out to the yard. But there we are. Back to the front. These limes?
I think so.
These are limes. I don't even know you can grow limes in a pot. But eventually, as it gets bigger, you can put it in the ground. And that's just how this property goes. This is the Investment Property Gurus experience. If you want us to sell your property, go the extra mile. I got to set up for this open house. As you see, we take it seriously. I'm not just going to put a sign. My signs are daytime, nighttime. We got LED lights on our signs. Okay? It's on, but it's too bright. You can't see it. Trust the process. But here we are. This is it. This is the front of the property. I'll just show them the front, just so they can see how private it is. As you see from the street, you would have no idea all that's going on back there. Could you look at this and tell that all of that is going on back there? There's no way. So I just want to show you. You can probably see the metal roof. You can see the solar panels. Oh, and let me just give you a quick tip that I got from the owners. Because of the solar panels, because of the well water, the two houses, the light bill's connected. In the winter, the average bill for both houses combined is around $90 a month. In the summer, when you're sweating like this, the average bill for both houses combined is around $250 a month. That is crazy. For two houses, one bill, and the water bill, like I said, well water for the outside, city water for the inside. They told me to quote for the water bill. I forgot. Don't want to get the wrong number. I'm going to give it to Brando. He's going to put that quote right here. So until next time, I'm Khalid Brian, the Investment Property Gurus. Visit theinvestmentpropertygurus.com for all your real estate needs. You can search properties on the MLS. You can book a consultation with me. No obligation. Brando's going to get hit by a Chevy, so I'm going to get him out of the street, and I'll see you in the next one.